Welcome back to the channel. The Northeast Uzi, or the Northeast Airsoft MP2A1. If you followed in the last video with the 2 Uzi problem, welcome to the next part. Now, I mentioned in that video that in the ideal situation, this was sort of given to me as a potential trade option for my MP5K. Now, the MP5K you'll have seen on the channel anyway, and we did kind of modernise it a little bit. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I have got the standard parts and they can always go back on there. It was just trying to make it a little bit more compact and just modernise it a little bit. And yeah, if you love MP5Ks, you're probably thinking, why would you trade that? But I'm always interested in experiencing new models, especially gas blowbacks. So I thought, well, it was kind of offered that in the trade there would be the Uzi with the steel bolt, a couple of mags, still unsure as to how many, and the modernisation or the modernised kit. And the modernised kit is basically an aluminium bolt-on kit for the Uzi, which modernises it. It gives you M-lock up front, gives you a railed piece at the back for fitting, you know, a more sort of slimline stock. Perhaps that would be a good thing because, you know, the standard stock, they do have a hell of a lot of wobble in them, which many users, including myself, not a massive fan of. So I went through the process. I fitted this kit. You fit the charging handle, then you fit the handguard, then you fit these aluminium brackets, you slide the top rail in, and it's got quite a cool system. So they've thought about it, like other than like my Marui AKM that's got the SAG Mark 2.1 kit, is it, where you modernise the AK, it looks brilliant, but when it comes to pulling the bolt out, it's next to impossible because of all the rail stuff that you've put on there. You can't actually maintain, you can't get the bolt out, you can't do anything. They did think about this, so they put this hinge system on there, so you have these locking tabs that, you know, you slide down into place, and when you're opening the top rail, it clicks into place, and then you can go ahead and take your top cover off and lube up or do any type of maintenance that you should need to do. And I was quite liking fitting the kit, to be honest. Some of the parts are a little bit tight. Then we ran into the next problem. Now, the final part of the assembly, you fit this bracket on the back. You'll see it's fitted at an angle because it's spring loaded. And it basically says in the manual to put the top rail down and click it into place. So these locking tabs slide down into this slot, that comes forward, and then you've got like a push button, steel push button here, which comes up into place and locks it all together. And shock horror, I don't know if it's me, I don't know if I just attract all the lemons, but this kit actually won't go in. And the reason for that is the top rail tab can't fit in to the housing where the rear sight is. There's nothing that references this. I can't find anything online that references it. I've tried giving it a bit of a push to see if it just needs to part the steel stamping piece, whatever you want to call it, the rear sight housing, and it won't go in. So this can't be fitted. You can't push it down far enough. It doesn't fit. I thought, well, let's remove that steel tab on the top rail, and perhaps that's a little bit wider than the aluminium extrusion, and push that down. Still didn't work. So I took the top rail off and I tried to fit the top rail into the same position on the other Uzi, and it still didn't fit. So I don't know whether there's a different version of the MP2A1. Maybe the earlier versions had different housings on the rear sight, not too sure. This kit is vastly expensive for what it is. It's made nice, don't get me wrong, the quality is very, very good. The steel quality of the Uzis is very nice as well. They've got, especially with the steel bolting, it absolutely weighs a ton and it feels great. But because all this was offered in the trade, I had to, you know, see if I liked it or not. So, yeah, this modernisation kit cannot be fitted to this Uzi. It also can't be fitted to the other Uzi because it has the same issue. Now, I'm not sure whether this is something that, you know, Northeast is aware of. Again, I always seem to find these issues. Perhaps that's my calling in life, and that's the universe directing it all to me so I can make videos and show you guys all about it. So it's a shame because when I was fitting this kit, I was like, this is kind of a bit of me. It's a bit unusual. Not everyone's going to like it. they're going to want to, you to use like the OG MP2A1 or Uzi. So yeah, it looks like this. I think 2 strikes. It's the universe telling me perhaps stick with your MP5K. So if you fitted one of these modernized kits for the MP2A1 from Northeast and it's gone straight on, let me know in the comments below. If you've bought one of these kits and it hasn't gone straight on, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully this video can make its way to Northeast and then they can weigh in. So this Uzi would need to have a new or a repaired valve knocker lever, and this modernisation kit, to be honest, isn't fit for the MP2 because you can't fit it. Look how much that overhangs on each side, and no matter how hard I press, that isn't going in. So I'm not going to force it. So thought I'd just give you a little update, little quick video. More stuff to come on the channel. I've ordered a bunch of stuff that's going to be featuring. Many of you have asked me if I'll be looking at the Toxicant Airsoft XM7 or XM5, basically the SIG Spear, the one with the big mags. And the answer to that is yes. I hit up Toxicant on email, asked them if I could pre-order one. In full transparency with everyone, I did get a discount. Now, I have spent quite a bit of money with Toxicant. I've probably sold a lot of MCXs for them from you guys watching my videos. So I did get a bit of a discount, but I have paid for it. It was still expensive, still north of £1,000. I thought it was a little bit close to release, but they said it's going to ship sometime in November. So we'll be looking at that as well. Thanks as always for sticking around and consuming the content I put out there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description if you would be so kind. And as always, from me and from the Stickered Up Bench, we'll see you in the next one.